Hey everyone, Cheese here, and we're back in Ratchet and Clank 2 because I have yet to complete my series on how to get most skill points in this game. And by now you probably would have thinking, oh, he's probably forgotten about it, or maybe you weren't thinking about it at all. Maybe you just didn't really care, didn't really watch the series. In that case, the videos are not for you. But I pretty much promised myself that I was going to finish this, and I really, really want to, because, well, a lot of my other series I just haven't done for a while. They kind of been like on hiatus forever. Like there's this one Divinity Original 2 roleplay series I have on my channel that just haven't uploaded a video in ages. I do eventually still want to complete that eventually, but I want to get like a lot of videos in a row so you don't have to wait ages for the episodes. And also same with the Dawn of War series I have on my channel. Anyway, um, while I was doing stuff off camera, I ended up getting two of the achievements, like the skill points, accidentally because, and this is gonna sound like I'm completely up my own arse here, but I'm too good for the game. So what ended up happening is, on Damsel, this is one place you have to go to a bank. You have to get this where there's a skill point called safety deposit. I ended up accidentally getting that because I was too good at fighting and just shot all the enemies there. And then there was another one on the same planet, which was, Midtown Insanity. And that's go grinding on this grind rail and don't get hurt. And I'll show you how I did it. And I just love the way I did it. The solution is just so me, so completely unorthodox. And I tend to always do this in games. That's what I love about my own playstyle, is the fact that just I do so many things which you'd be thinking, that's not how you do it. That's wrong. That's broken. Yeah, so main reason why we're here again on planet Barrow, Volkova Canyon. I almost said that wrong. Yeah, the reason why we're here again is because I'm gonna show you the tips and tricks of, like, well, basically hoverbike racing. Because even though I only really know the first course, what I'm gonna do here is show you all the tips and tricks I know for the first course, and then afterwards I'm going to just race a bit off screen and prepare myself, and then go to the other courses, because in order to get one of these skill points, it's going really, really fast in these hoverbike races. So there are actually two of them right next to each other, and it's all about just going really, really fast. So Speed Demon is for Barlow, this planet, and that is going on the hoverbike, just being really, really fast. And then how fast was that is even more obvious, because that's on Joba, the other place with, like, the other planet that has a hoverbike race. Also, I hope you don't mind, but I'm actually going to be using YouTube externally to play some music in this, because I don't often actually play music while I'm playing a game. I just add afterwards in editing. But this time, I really just want to enjoy the music while I'm actually playing. So I've already adjusted the volume off camera, so hopefully this isn't too loud. Right, so here we are on the amateur circuit. I've only won it once because the prize is only 250 bolts, in other words, abysmal. However, I had to win it once to actually complete the game because you need a Desert Rider's helmet. So I'm going to press start and then immediately pause this, bring up the music, and hit play. Yeah, if you're wondering what this is from, by the way, this is the Jack X soundtrack, which I haven't actually played the game, but oh boy do I like its soundtrack. Yeah, so one of the main things you want to be doing when you're just riding this hoverbike is just use the boost. Use the boost continuously and keep collecting the boost. The controls, by the way, for PlayStation 2 anyway, are R1 use the boost, X is go faster, which you want to hold down 24/7. You never ever want to let go, because going slow makes you go this fast and then everyone passes you, which you don't want. Yeah, so things to avoid are that wall over there. Don't smash into it. Make sure you land correctly here. Oh, and do this part here with these sword beasts in the middle a few times until you learn how to really dodge them. Oh, and for this part, if you go over here, there's a separate boost thing, which I immediately just miss. Good on me. And that time there, it was less than a minute. But that is still considered not good, because I obviously slowed down there to show you how it's not good to let go of X, or in this case for me, A. Oh, and another thing is to be mindful about is your boost economy. So you generally be wanting to use the boosts enough so that you're, well, it's actually a good idea in this match to just continuously boost. Never stop boosting. And just keep on doing the race until you're, you actually, like, you know the, track and everything, and that you're good enough to dodge stuff that you can just do that, because, I mean, the achievement's all about going really, really fast. You want to just keep boosting. Oh! Oh, that was brutal. Oh, I'm probably actually not going to win this race. So yeah, that's actually an excellent example to show you. Yeah, the walls and stuff in this game mean business. And also this part may be the part you die if you're ever doing a permadeath run, where like, you just get one life and that's it. Oh, and apparently the water also slows you down a bit. Yeah, but as you can see, hitting that one wall made me go all the way from first place to 8th place. And to get this achievement, I'm pretty sure, I mean, not achievement, I keep calling them achievement, they're skill points. To get this skill point, I'm pretty sure you will need to just race well enough that you never ever hit the wall and die. Wait, that is so damn redundant and obvious. I just realized what I said there. It's like, to race well, don't kill yourself. No shit, cheese. No shit indeed. And I got second. No money for me. Yeah, that's really loud. So now, if you don't mind, I'm going to off-screen just complete a bunch of races to see exactly where the shortcuts are, so I can eventually figure out which one of these races you most likely need to do to find enough shortcuts. So, yeah, I'll see you then. Okay, here we are, back after the cut. And as you can see from this, I actually went and won every single race to do a bunch of research to figure out which one is the best to get this achievement for. And, I mean, the skill point on. And as it turns out, for the skill point, you need to beat 2 minutes and 1 second. And as you can see there, I got 2 minutes and... Help! I can't do this! Oh, wait, maybe that's 9... Oh, I think it's actually 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So I think I got 2 minutes and 9 there. 9.1. So I just got the skill point. I was just fast enough. Anyway, the main thing that's important about this is, as you can see, this is the beginner's circuit. Then there's the forecast circuit, the assault circuit, and the expert circuit. I'm going to show you why both of these two are actually ones you don't want to do, but you can try and win them if you want to get really, really good at racing, and I'll show you what I mean by this. So if we just start this, everything seems normal at first, but one of the things you may have noticed is that it says that other races will now target Ratchet. This is such a good way of learning how to be good at racing, because basically the game is going now at this point, you either race good or you die. Like, that's it. And this is what I mean. You see, right there. He's dead. Excellent example. I'm actually going to restart the race because that there just shows how hard it can be. So that green thing that was circling in me was basically a lock-on from an enemy racer. Unlike you, the weapons you can use are instant, and the weapons they use are only missiles, and they can only lock on. But it is still absolutely just ludicrously hard to sometimes dodge one of their missiles. Sometimes it'll be easy to dodge, and other times it'll be hard to dodge. But the thing that's hard about dodging their missiles is that to avoid it, you have to wave your hoverbike back and forth like a madman, like so. Well, that's what I mean. Sometimes they're easy to dodge, and sometimes they just lock onto you and kill you immediately. Anyway, as I was saying before, the general way to avoid those missiles that the enemy racers can shoot at you is you use your you just waggle your hoverbike back and forth like a madman, and then they'll stop locking onto you. But the problem is when you get to a really, really like tight place with heaps of obstacles around, and you don't really have any time to like dodge the missile. What I mean, one place that's a really good example is the Saw Beast field that was right at the end of the racetrack. Let me just get to it again so I can show you what I mean. Oh, and I'm taking a shortcut here by the way. If it's kind of hard to see where it is, don't worry. I'll do a race afterwards, just going really, really slowly to actually show you what I mean. Oh, and here's what I mean. See this field here? Imagine trying to do this while dodging saw beasts. See, I almost just crashed just there, just to show you. So, that's why you really don't want to be trying this skill point in any of the races where the other races can shoot you, because at first I was thinking, oh, it might not send you back that far. It might only like send you back a little bit. It doesn't seem so bad. And then I looked at what place I was in. I got shot once when I was in 2nd place, and it pushed me all the way back to 8th place. You just do not want that to happen, period, while you are racing, especially trying to get a skill point. And oddly enough, as soon as I start recording to try and show you how easy it is to get shot, all the other races just seem to ignore me, and I somehow find it really easy to dodge their missiles. In fact, I'm racing so well here, I might get... No, I didn't get under the time, but I got very close. I got 2 minutes, 10 seconds, and 10 seconds, and then 0.7 right at the end. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of this. So, back to this one again, the Volcar circuit. I'm now going to just race really slowly at some parts to show you generally where the shortcuts are and what to avoid. So right at the start of the racetrack here, what you want to do is go over and grab the boost. Don't worry about the weapons, because the weapons are only good for shooting races that are ahead of you, generally. Or sometimes you get the shield, and the shield is very useful when you are when you can possibly get shot by other races and die, but otherwise it's generally useless, except if you're terrible and you're crashing into walls. But to win this one, you have to... Why'd that guy explode? You have to be pretty good at the game anyway. Anyway, this here, right here, is pretty much where the first and only shortcut of this map is. So remember it. You come here. I'm just going to ignore that wrong way symbol. And then you go down here. And you might want to practice it a bunch of times, but it's actually easy to avoid this middle boost pad there. You don't have to worry about collecting the weapon. Now, the next thing you want to prepare yourself for is that you see these little columns here? Well, not little, actually big yellow columns. They move. They move in the middle of the race. So sometimes they're on the right side here, sometimes they're on the left side, and you do not want to be driving anywhere near them. Perfect, thank you, game. That is exactly why you don't want to be driving near them. Because if you touch one, they generally make you explode faster than you think. Like, I wasn't even going that fast, and the game was just like, oh, you touched it, you go boom now. Yeah, then generally for this field here, what you want to do is, well, just don't try and drive right down the middle, because these saw beasts sometimes, they'll be in the middle of the racetrack. Also, as you can see, if you hit them while just going slow, you don't die. But you go too fast and, yeah, you will die on them. And going slow here, slowing down for the saw beast is not really an option, because you're meant to be trying to go really, really fast. Oh, then here, if you missed what I just done there, I'll go around the wrong way and do it again. So, the trick here is you come down here, you land on this thing, and then you boost upwards, and then use the momentum from here to propel yourself up here, collect that thing, and then you can collect the boost afterwards. And then from there, it's pretty much straight sailing to the end there. And as you can see there, my time is awful because I took ages. And that pretty much covers the racetrack. But I'm going to share one more tip with you after I show you one thing. If you go here, there's actually a platinum bolt, which I went and collected. So yeah, it's not a shortcut, but just in general, it's useful. So now, I'm going to actually do the race properly and show you some tactics. So first off, first thing you want to do is not miss that boost there. In fact, if that happens, you're better off just restarting, like I am doing now. So, oh, okay, and that there, I pressed the A button at just the right time, and just like the mechanics in the newest racing game featuring Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, I forget what it's called, but yeah, just like that, it's generally a good idea to press the boost just as you're about to go, and it'll give you an extra speed boost. But I'm actually kind of a bit terrible at doing that, but don't worry, because you don't need the speed boost to win this race. Also, you generally will want to restart the race immediately if you don't hit every single one of those boosts right there. And the reason why you want to do that is because that boost matters so much. It's a way better boost than the little things you can collect on the track. You may also want to restart the race if you missed that boost like I did there. Then from there on, as I said before, it's just smooth sailing ahead of the track. Oh, and since weapons are enabled, you want to use them on any single racer you find whenever you can. Yes, I know it's kind of mean, but honestly, who cares? These are just AI. These aren't actually other players who you are upsetting here. It's just you. Ratchet and Clank 2 is a single-player game. And also, races, it gets worse as you go up in the ranks of like how tough the races are. But the other races will generally try and nudge and shove you. So if you blow them all up, they're out of your way, making it so that you have less you have to worry about, and thus can race faster. Oh, and anytime you miss this jump here, which is actually very easy to do, and if you miss if you miss one of those boost pads there, it should be okay. But if you miss more than one, then you also want to restart the race because speed just matters so much here. Also, a trick I learned the hard way is that when I used to be a bit worse at this game, I used to just hug the wall all the time to stay near the speed boosts. You don't want to do that because hugging the wall, just like with real cars, would realistically cause friction, and the game kind of simulates that. So friction equals you slow down because you are scraping your hoverbike along the side of the wall. It just in general makes sense. Yeah, and there I go. There I win. Now there was one other thing. Oh yeah, one other thing I just remembered now. I can actually show you this in the main canyon because no reason to even go through the boost points. So one of the things that's really annoying, and it's not your fault if it happens, is sometimes you will just boost wrong. Like right here, you might go up this thing, and right here is what I mean. If you land the wrong way right on this part here that I'm standing on I'm just like letting my hoverbike sit on right now, it will sometimes make your hoverbike blow up. It's not your fault if that happens. It's just a bit of bad game design, and in that case, well, just quit the race and restart it. But yeah, just generally play the much harder hoverbike races if you want to be forced to, as some people say in Dark Souls, to get good at the game. And just keep practicing on that one track where the other races don't attack you if you want a more relaxed time. It's just how you do it, what you prefer. And from there, you pretty much just keep trying and trying and trying until you eventually beat that time limit. Now, I'm going to go to the next place you need to win a hoverbike race, which is Joba. And I'm going to do the same thing as before, where I go and whatchamacallit, like first I'll show you where the first track is and its shortcuts, and then I'll play a few more of the tracks just to figure out the optimal track to go on and the best shortcuts to use. Oh yeah, the tribesmen, I forgot they're here to greet me. I'm just here to hoverbike race, but I won't say no to ruining their day here because they wanted to ruin my day with lasers and swords and death. So in return, I killed them all and stole their money. So across the bridge I go. Over here, and I actually covered this hoverbike race. Oh wait, yeah. In a previous one of my videos, I covered this hoverbike race already because you have to get the charge boots. But in case you missed that, I'll just cover it again. Okay, so where is it? Oh, okay, I guess the amateur circuit does have weapons immediately. Yeah, so we're just going to do this one first. So first thing you want to avoid, these things right here. Next thing you want to avoid, and I'm going to slow down here again just to show you what's going on, is these things here will open and close and switch parts of the track. And I'm just showing you that if you touch it, if you bump it, if you do anything, then it will kill you. In fact, I'll just show you again. Watch. This is like super slow speed. Just immediately as you touch it, it's just instant death. Right, so through here I go. Then you want to actually collect this weapon power up because, as I said before, races getting in your way are bad. So you do that and kill them. Even though it's telling me I'm going the wrong way here, this is actually not true at all. I'm just so slow it thinks I'm going the wrong way. So, right here, you want to avoid the islands here and not hit them, obviously. Then you also want to collect this speed boost, because if you're not going fast enough and don't have a speed boost, this will happen. You go down to the lower tunnel. What you want to do instead is go to the higher tunnel, because I'm pretty sure it includes some more boosts, or it's generally faster. Oh, right here is an excellent place to use your weapons, so especially if you got like the machine gun weapon at this point. Damn it, he killed them all. That other racer shot them all with his weapon or something. So yeah, as I was saying before, if you have the machine gun weapon at this point, just wait for the boxes to fly out in front of you, and then shoot them with the machine gun. Missiles don't work that well, but the electric weapon works great. Then for here, what you want to do is avoid that, or get it if you can, and drive over here, and then you collect both of those things. So if you missed it, I'm just going to back... Yeah, okay, good. It's respawned me here. So you drive, and you try and collect both of those things right there, which I missed. Then from here, it's a pretty straight shot. It's just your average old tunnel. And then you're right back to the start, which will also give you an additional boost ring like this. And then you just go through it like normal. Ah, okay. So I was just looking at the map and I was wondering, what are these alternate paths you can potentially go? And then I saw it and it seemed pretty obvious. Wait a second. Okay, this is weird. It says there's another open path potentially this way, but it's okay. I get it. The map is showing you where an alternate path can be, but it's actually not popping up this time because you're doing the amateur circuit and it only pops up in like the intermediate circuits and that kind of stuff. So now I'm just going on the I was trying to go on the top thing, but apparently I wasn't fast enough. So yeah, let me just do one more lap quickly this time. Oh, and this is how fast generally the things come out. So yeah, you want to avoid them, those exploding box things. So I'm just doing another lap here to make sure that I am able to get into the top thing, so I can show you what that's like the top path. Oh, and even though the shield may seem useless in this type of match, because you just want other weapons to blow up other races, it can actually be very useful, especially if you're so far ahead that there's no other races around you to blow up so they can't get in your way. And another great thing about the shield is that it will stop you whacking into one of the islands here, like one of the islands in the middle or any obstacle, and it can also save your life if there are these box things here coming out to try and kill you. Yeah, so this pretty much covers the beginner's circuit. I'm now going to do the other circuit, so I can, I actually haven't went and discovered what the alternate shortcut looks like, so I'm just going to come like 16th place, do terribly here, and then immediately try the next circuit. Oh, also, what it means here, I'll explain what this means. So, main course open means that only the main track is open. There are no shortcuts. Weapons and turbos available means that weapons and turbos available. And single turret active, that was the thing that throwing the bombs out in front of you. So, with this one, as you can see, it says, oh wait, it just here says main course open and all turrets active. There isn't actually a shortcut open. So I'm going to have to really quickly just win this one, and which I'm pretty sure I can do quite easily. And I'll get back to you once I've won and unlocked one of these things that actually has an open path. So yeah, as I said, I'll see you then.
Alright, here we are after winning that. That honestly only took about a minute, but I still value your time, and that's a minute wasted of me just being silent and winning a race. Anyway, this is the one you want. All routes open, weapons and turbos available, all turrets active, and no races apparently target Ratchet, which means you. So this looks like it's probably the best one to do. Now it's just a case of going down that one extra track and figuring out what is actually there. That is why I'm racing like absolute crap. I don't have to win this. All I have to do is get to that one extra bit of the track that I mentioned to you. And whoop! That wasn't meant to happen. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's open here. Ooh, this is scenic. Has one of these, has a boost over here. Oh! That was a nanotech boost. Yeah, so collecting, I'm pretty sure how this game works is that once your health reaches a certain point, you aren't actually able to level up anymore through like regular gaining health. The last few of them have to be nanotech boosts. So apparently one of them right there is... okay. So apparently this is also a little extra part you can go down. You have to make a jump here, and then you get into this part here. Always nice seeing new places. Oh, I get it. And then you come out on this side. So originally, I'm just going to slow down here. Originally, with the main race, you would come out and go down on the right side of the track, and get like this little boost thing. But instead, by going through that little secret entrance, you get the one on the left. And that actually would pretty much just cover it. I mean, I just went through those two places, and you've seen where all the boosts and everything are located. I found them pretty easy, including that nanotech boost. So that should pretty much cover all the stuff about racing in both tracks and trying to get the fastest times. Why am I not beating more stuff and trying to unlock more tracks, you might ask? Well, the reason is because this is pretty much the perfect one to get the perfect time on, because all tracks open means what it says. All tracks open means all tracks and all shortcuts are open. There is nothing else for the game to open up for you, and also in this map, the enemy races don't target you. And quite frankly, I couldn't imagine trying to beat the time you meant to on this track while the enemy races are launching rockets and nukes and everything at you. So, yeah, I can just exit the level right here. Oh, and that money there, I got it from winning the previous one. It gave me 4,000 bolts. The hoverbike races, they honestly can get you a kind of decent amount, but you're way better off just, well, you know, killing enemies and breaking crates. Especially if you got the box breaker. Oh, and reason why I haven't immediately just, well, you know, ended the video and said thanks for watching and stuff at this point is because I'm now going to go to one of the other planets, the one I mentioned with the trains, and show you how to get 2 more skill points. Yeah, damsel. Shouldn't take too long to get there. This emulator generally loads quite fast. Okay. Here we are. Don't mind the slowdown there. I just can't do anything about it, like I've said before. So first thing I'm going to cover is how to get that skill point, which is Midtown Insanity for the train. So the first thing you want is, I guess you could use the Blitz cannon for this. I use the Heavy Lancer, and I'm assuming that the lava gun would also work, wherever it is. Here it is. And apparently I've got max ammo for all of them, so that's good. Right, so first thing I'm actually going to do is put a cut in here and reload the emulator because it's really slowing down, and restarting it seems to actually speed it up sometimes. So yeah, I'll see you in just a moment. Here we are again, right back at the part with the trains. And I guess it's slowing down just about as much as before, so I guess restarting it didn't really do anything. So what you want to do here, to use my trick, is either equip the Lancer, the lava gun, or that third weapon I mentioned, whatever that was. I think it was the Blitz cannon. Then, go down onto the train track. Then you just, well, when different trains pop up, it's always generally a good idea to flip to them. because otherwise you just hit the edge and, well, die. For this first proto-pet, you can just ignore it. And then the next one is where the fun begins, or the ones after. So, like, these things, again, you just jump over them. So the trick I found is that you can just use the Lancer and dodge absolutely nothing. So this is what I was talking about before. Just use the power, as I said the first time. I was thinking, like, in my mind, I don't need to jump, I have technology! And that's, yeah, generally what I do have here. So I guess the game designers include this as a little Easter egg or something. Oh, here, you want to really hold down the jump button to really, really fling you over those things, and same with these things here. By the way, just tapping the jump button makes you do a shorter jump, whereas holding it down makes you do a longer jump. Then for this part here, just dodge the trains, and the trains will kill the proto-pets for you, and then everyone on board, unfortunately, will die horribly because they fall off the edge. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank 2 is actually kind of a grim game sometimes. Then for like a string of 3 proto-pets, just kind of mash the shoot button a bit. Trust me, it will kill them. I've done this before. This is the sound they're making as they're falling off. And I can also just imagine like what one of the people in the high rises next to me is just thinking, seeing like this little Lombax with just this really heavy laser gun, just going down on this track, just messing up proto-pets like no tomorrow. And this is the last part pretty much. You get on this train, and then you jump right here, and it'll scoot you onto here, and then, well, that's the achievement done. I mean, not achievement, skill point. Then, for the next part, it's way better if you come to this planet a second time, because if you do come here a second time, there's less enemies in the bank, and that's the place you'll need to get the skill point. So, you can pretty much ignore these enemies, but the proto-pets may get a little bit annoying. Also, just in general, I like saving people, because it feels nice. Yeah, these are enemies right here. They're called extermibots. The Monsterpedia for them is actually quite funny, because it says basically that they were sent here to exterminate anything small and fuzzy. Unfortunately, that includes you, because like that's what Ratchet is. He's a Lombax, so he's all small and fuzzy. So they're really just meant to come here and get rid of the proto-pets. But the thing that's also funny is that because how the game's designed, and I guess it's kind of an old game, there'll be some points in the game where the extermibots will be like surrounded by proto-pets and they're not attacking them and they're only attacking you. But instead of hating it, my mind just went to really stupid places. Like, I was like, oh, so it's a conspiracy. The proto-pets and the extermibots are working against each other. How dare they? Yeah, and generally, the bouncer is an excellent weapon for getting rid of them, as you can see. Just gonna collect this ammo crate again here. Oh, I was wondering what that annoying ship-like noise is, but that's actually apparently my shield charger. Yeah, the shield charge is also a really great weapon for getting rid of proto-pets, because it protects you with a shield, and anytime an enemy tries to melee you, they get hurt, which in the proto-pet's case, kills them. And I would feel kind of bad for killing these things because they're kind of adorable, but I mean the game designers could have done a really good job of making you not feel bad, because look at those teeth, man. They could just... they would just eat you up. Oh, there's more of them. Well, the good news is they can't jump, so I can just come up here and not worry about them. Yeah, the Lancer is an excellent weapon for getting rid of them, but another even really like a better weapon is like the Synthenoids, your robotic bodyguards, because as you can see here, they're just nuking the proto-pets. Oh, and the Lancer with the shock mod upgraded is really good with dealing the proto-pets as well, because you shoot the extermibots, as you can see here, and then it'll start shocking all the nearby proto-pets. I also just like love how much this map can just devolve into utter madness. Like, I'm basically shooting like mini close to nuclear projectiles at them. In fact, it's called a mini nuke. They may be nukes. And then it's just ninja styles for days, baby. Oh, this is the sounds of all this. It is utter chaos. I'm gonna need more Synthenoids to clear out this mess. I'm also laughing right now because if I said that with just slightly a different tone to it, it would sound a lot like that one guy who advertises Flex 2, like, oh, I'm gonna need more Sentinels to clear out this mess. Make sure you buy them today, like, only $12.99, like it's some kind of, I don't know, infomercial. Yeah, this could be in fact, this is an excellent way of upgrading the lava gun, which as I mentioned, I'll mention in a up and coming bonus video kind of. It is not what I actually want. I actually like the lava gun in this stage. It becomes the meteor gun and just, well, it shoots globs of meteor. Oh right. Sorry about this, but I actually forgot that I can completely ignore the proto pets because I don't need to kill them all for this part here to open. Yeah, if you generally can't get up here the first time, just use the helipack because it's got a higher boost range. Now these cereal boxes here are actually foreshadowing because they kind of the game designers sort of trick you, and you're gonna see what I mean very soon. So there, as you can see, the cereal boxes pretty much done nothing. And here, because of my shield charger, I actually don't have to worry about buying, using the nanotech. So right here, I'm just refilling my weapons. And the reason why I'm doing that, and I often don't, is because I know this place gives you, like, there's so many proto-pets, and each of them drop, like, generally 100 bolts each. So it's more than enough money for me to refill all my guns and still make a profit, and I'm all about making that profit. Yeah, so here, your goal mainly is to save every single one of these citizens in the bank. And you just do that by killing every single exterminate boss. So to do this, one of the main things you want to do is use weapons which won't kill the citizens. Like, the multi-star in this case would be a bad idea because it might hit some of the people in the bank. But, like, for instance, this H2KK gun, or whatever you call it, is generally better to use. And then with these ones up here, I like to strafe up the stairwell to make sure that the citizens aren't hurt. And then once you're up there, you just deploy a bunch of turrets right in front of them, and then use the lava gun because it most likely won't leak down to the lower levels and actually hurt the citizens. And there, once you kill all the enemies in the area, you will generally have gotten the safety deposit achievement. Skill point. Make sure that, oh, never mind. There was this one time I came here where one of these ATMs just dropped this stupidly large amount of money, and I thought they always did that. But apparently, no, they don't. So this pretty much covers how to get the 2 skill points here. I just want to show you one last thing before I end this episode for today. And that is, if you use the Terminator on here, it will actually freeze the fountain, and then you're able to grind on the frozen fountain, and it will spit you out here. Don't worry about Ratchet getting hurt there. You actually don't get hurt. Like, if you hit something too fast while you're at a high velocity, it makes Ratchet make the hurt sound, but that actually didn't hurt at all. And then once you've gone here, you are able, like, it will take you right back to the bank. How do you two get here? Wait, what? What's it? Oh, they must have multiplied down here and they were trying to eat me. Yeah, that's the one thing that you shouldn't worry about with the protopets, is that if you leave them if you leave them on their own, they'll just keep on multiplying and multiplying and multiplying and multiplying. So yeah, that oops, didn't mean to hit him. That pretty much covers the 2 skill points you can get here, and that's let me just check. Oh, yeah, I'm getting very close to getting all of them. In fact, I'm pretty sure this series is almost going to be over because I already covered, I think I covered moving violation before, be a moonchild, and how fast was that? I just haven't gotten the skill point yet, but you now know how to get it. And then I also covered nice ride, just upgrade your ship fully, and then weapon envy, upgrade all the weapons and nano to the max, get all the nanotech. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that is how to get every single skill point in this game, and that pretty much actually covers the series. Looks like I only ever needed to get to part 3, so hooray, I guess. One thing I will cover though is there will be like a bonus episode. You don't have to watch this if you don't want to. That will cover me basically talking about the tactics I used to beat the impossible challenge, because the impossible challenge is one of the skill points that, if you notice me scrolling through there, I already have unlocked. So yeah, that except for the bonus impossible challenge skill point thing, and another video I've got planned for Ratchet and Clank 2, which is how to get 3 different ways to get ammo for free in the game. That covers everything I wanted to cover about the game. So I guess next little series I'm going to be doing is covering how to get most of the platinum bolts in this game. Except I already have quite a few of them, so I may need to start a new game for that, and then work my way up to this point with really shitty weapons, since none of my weapons have the acid mod upgrade. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough now. Thanks for watching this, and I hope you tune in for the Platinum Bolt series.